The 2025 St. Louis Battlehawks are playoff bound. For the second straight year, the Battlehawks have clinched a playoff berth. Now, will they get past the first round this year? We'll see. Overall, though, the season has been a great year for them. They are on a 4-game winning streak, the longest in the league this year and the longest currently. And it's been against good teams, the Panthers, the Renegades, which isn't a great team, but still, and mainly the Stallions. It's been an impressive run of form. They did lose 2 to the Defenders and Renegades, but the DC was the only really bad loss. The Arlington loss was a game they honestly outplayed Arlington by a pretty decent margin. The score being 15-30 doesn't indicate just how close that game was. Manny Wilkins tore his Achilles, gave up a fumble, gave up a touchdown on the fumble. And then there was a pick six at the last play of the game. St. Louis did outplay Arlington in that game. So in a lot of ways, they're really only a one-loss team, which is pretty remarkable. And, well, again, last year they finished 7-3, won the conference, got a home game, and then lost. But this year, they might not win the 1 seed, but they'll play a home game. Yes, I know it's a big talking point, but DC is unable to host a playoff game this year. Due to a lot of stuff that's going on at Audi Field, it means that just like in the USFL Conference, the St. Louis Battlehawks are guaranteed a home playoff game, which is a massive advantage for them. Now, granted, doesn't mean they're going to win, as of course last year the Brahmas came in and just smacked them, but this year could be different. The Battlehawks get a home playoff game. We know it's set there now. Sad for DC, but it's a big break for St. Louis. They can get a great crowd there to get a huge home field advantage to potentially get revenge for DC. Again, the Week 10 matchup between them doesn't necessarily matter all that much, because the fact that it doesn't matter who gets the 1 seed for home field advantage, both teams might be playing their backups. Now, as for St. Louis, that might be a bad idea because of the fact that Max Duggan still has not proven that he is that guy at the quarterback position. Duggan has been wildly inaccurate, mainly due to his very long throwing motion. It's provided a lot of issues for the team, mainly the amount of sacks he's taken and his accuracy on quick throws. He's basically unable to throw the ball quickly because of how long his throwing motion takes. So a lot of those little check down, screen, and curl routes, he struggles at. Whenever he's able to set his feet in his pocket and make a good deep throw, it's usually good. But when he's not doing that, which is pretty consistent considering he is a dual threat quarterback, it's rough. Now, his ground attack is incredible. He is one of the few guys with 5 rushing touchdowns on the season. And despite really only playing in a few games, he's up there in overall rushing totals being just under 300 yards. Now, Jacob Sailors, he's been a bit inconsistent this season. First half of the season, he was really good. In the second half, he kind of stepped off the gas. But then the last week, he's been looking better. We'll see overall how well he does. But the two of them, as well as Manny Wilkins before he got hurt, lead to the best rushing attack in the league at 140 yards a game while averaging 4.7 yards a carry. Now, what's even more impressive about this team is their defense. They have one of the 2 best defenses in the league along with Birmingham, and I think the overall best defense is St. Louis. This defense is what's going to carry them to potentially win their first championship. If they win, it's not because of Duggan, it's not because of Sailors. It's because of this incredible defensive unit. Peta is the league leader in sacks. You still have Willie Harvey and Mike Rose running havoc at the linebacker position, and you have a really just not incredible back end, but a good enough back end because of how good your front end is. Overall, this is a really good team. This is the best shot for the Battlehawks to win a championship. If they don't do it this year, they might not get it done for the next few years. This team is built to win right now. As long as Duggan can get just a little bit better week in and week out, they should be able to beat any team in the league. Yes, they did beat Michigan when they were playing Etling, but Etling barely played. Most of that game was against Perkins, and even though a Perkins 100% game for Michigan is going to be a Michigan win more than likely in that week, in a rematch, St. Louis get the job done. This team is better than they've been in the past. Again, that's why most people expect it to be Michigan versus St. Louis in the championship game. Will it, though? We don't know, because first and foremost is to get past DC. We'll see if they do it. Again, this is another playoff-bound video. We still have multiple coming out this week. Again, a ton of videos this week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for all that. Be looking for the streams, and as always, guys, have a great night.
And there it comes to Maribel. The ball's on the ground. Fumble. Battlehawks believe they've got it.